On a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Flush to his right. He's got Jordan complete right side. That catch 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 14. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Watson. And he's got a man here. It's Hankerson. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. They'll try and run for him. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. throwing now. Wilson on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Off of play action, it's Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Neville Gallimore in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken at the 15. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On the handoff, Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now Wilson. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Watson going for the deep ball. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So a nice run right there. And worth mentioning, their usual starting running back out this week. The hope is it's just a short-term absence. But this is where it pays, Charles, to have a quality reserve that you can turn to when you need it.
And to me, they definitely have that, because this is a guy who's more than capable of picking up the slack. And he's likely going to see a big share of carries as this one progresses. And how many times do we see running backs jump into the breach and have big games?
That's 30 yards now in the last two plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. The give to Taylor. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well, these two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 37. McPherson's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back to contention, awfully difficult. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Watson. And this one complete to Hankerson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a first down throw, Watson. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kadarius Toney with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. From the 38, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the red zone now, Watson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Stanley. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And some space here. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Watson on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To the air yet again, Watson. Going up top. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Play action. Now Wilson. Looking sideline, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kadarius Toney. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans will extend their lead. Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40. And just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Hands it off out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Now, he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He'll get that one to Carter complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. And
this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. They'll run. It's Carter. And he's got the 1st down yardage at midfield.
And yes, everyone, I know it's a dying breed. It's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Wilson. The completion to Riddick. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Again, it'll be Taylor. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 77 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And Watson's going to throw it here. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 23. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Texans, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles